Alright, is that card playable? Abstruse Appropriation, that's the removal that lets you replay the spell, right? Pretty good against the One Ring. Exile target non-land permanent. You may cast that card for as long as it remained exiled, and you may spend colorless mana as a... I mean, it's a pretty powerful effect. I don't know who wants to play that card in Modern, but the effect's kind of nuts. Am I doing it? I mean, we could just look at the rates, sure. I mean, I'm going to post the Google Doc link in my Discord, since we all did it together and I'm keeping track. I'll post the link in just the general part of Discord for everyone to see. Any white black decks in Modern right now? Where's our Modern? Oh, you already tried the coin counter spell? Maybe that'll be the first deck I try. Did you just put it in like a Murktide deck, or did you build a coin flip deck? Coffer's Mirror? How do you get white mana though? Domain Zoo could play that card. So Domain Zoo can cast it. Maybe a Living End can cast. I mean, obviously a lot of decks can cast it. Creativity can cast that cards. Omnath could maybe cast that cards. I don't know. You still have to like 4 mana to exile the ring, and then you have to cast it. It's other things too. I don't know. Any permanent? A free? Should I not even put it then? Is it like just no one's gonna... I'll put it. Is it our lowest rated cards? Did we put it? I think Grim Servant I put on the list and put as a free. Arena, I don't think does anything right. The Goblin, you get 2 energy. Another target creature. Oh. Is this a harder to cast better plating? Plating is what, 1 to equip or double black at instant speed. Living Weapon gets a germ. Equip creature gets plus X plus 1 or X number of artifacts you control. Damn, pretty good if you can cast it. Big if. I mean, it might be worth to like shoot a mana base just around that cards. I mean, that's so much damage. I just go like turn 1 an artifact, turn 2 ram, turn 3 ram. It's more damage. I mean, you get the germ token, which is nice. You have to kill the germ token, and then you get to re-equip on your Mennonites and stuff. Should we give it a 5? That's less damage than 1 Saga. I guess it is awkward. It is awkward. It was Urza Saga. That's a good point. You kind of want to play Saga on 2. Yeah, it could be a red-black affinity deck without Saga. Just like... Okay, let's see. Adam's build. Blue-red coin. Ragavan, Snap, Subtlety, Tamio, Tidebinder. Well, you're only playing free? 21 Command Tower. Force Snap in that deck seems kind of nonsense. Can sell Scion to his drum, yeah. Does anyone want that card? That's just a better Constrictor, right? Permanents you control have whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on this permanent, put an additional 1. It only triggers once a turn. Never mind. Even without that, I'm not sure what would have been Is that card a combo? Can you one-shot people? Oh, there's a cycle of become immense. Let's go become immense fling. Easy setup. Oh, I thought that was a free for free. I was like, man, you can just play it and dump a bunch of equipment. Not even sure it would be good, but... Oh, we're talking about red-black affinity. When it enters the battlefield, you draw X card and you lose X life, where X is half the number of artifacts you control rounded down. So let's say you cast it on 4 and you have 4 artifacts. You draw 2 cards and you have a 5/5. I mean, I guess it's fine as your top of your curve, your big payoff. Not sure it's worth building around, but I mean, we do have the plating in red-black. Sounds decent. Yeah, you do kill them pretty fast. Horrid Shadow Spinner. 2 free lifelink. Whenever it attacks, you may draw cards equal to its power. If you do, discard that many cards. That would have been better than Shadow Mage Infiltrator, right? Imskir Iron Eater. Should we raid that cards? Probably. Should we give it a 5? Should we give it the same as the Ram? Seems worse than the Ram. I'll give it a 4. Alright, invert polarity. I don't know, but I guess we're about to find out very soon. Invert polarity is a 5? I would give it like a 7. Kind of want to give it a 7 or an 8. It might just be nuts. I think that card much. I mean, maybe you just do what Adam did, just play that kind of blue-red wizard, blue-red control, and the upside is just so massive. It's pretty good against big Eldrazi. So if they play an Eldrazi, how does it work? Do you choose new, like if they play a 10-mana Ulamog, they still get the trigger, right? Or does it somehow change the trigger? You don't get the triggers. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess it's a trigger from the spell being casted or not casting the spell, and yeah, I'm silly, of course. Yeah, I know it works for Cavern if you win. Alright, I'm gonna give it a 7. Be somewhat reasonable. I think that card just could be really good. Could be just unplayable too somehow. There's a cancel. Have the time. Is it Geniturium? 2 mana. If you get 1 or more energy, get that enemy +1. Oof. Card doesn't do anything on its own. Draw a card, activate. So if you go turn 2 that and turn 3 bolt, it's a natural curve, right? Draw a card, activate if you kill something on a bolt, you get to draw cards. Is it Draft Chaff? Is it not good in the energy deck? I guess it's bad with the White Sweeper, because you just lose your own cards. Trash. Alright, don't get me out. Alright, Nadu Winged Wisdom. 3/4 flying for free, blue-green, legendary creature, pigeon wizard. Creatures you control have, whenever this creature becomes a target of a spell or ability, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it on the battlefield, otherwise put it in your hand. This ability triggers only twice each turn. Yeah? You have a list, Cosmo? Yeah, feel free. Could just go in any decks. Any decks with creature in it, really. Like, what do you do? Do you splash Nadu in Yogg? Do you play it in Zoo? Do you play it in Omnath? There's obviously a combo deck with Shuko. Yeah, Icy Wolf. I'm not like super sold on it, but Halfling Giver. A Johnny Endurance. Ooh, the Outrider is nice. Is that the only core in all of Modern? Ephemerate, Essence Flux, Chords. Does your deck do enough if you don't have Nadu in play though? I mean, do you have 4 companies, 2 chord? I mean, Outrider and Outrider sounds really nice. I haven't seen anyone mention that card. Yeah, I like this deck has like 2 engines. Stoneforge, Caldra, and Nadu. But this deck gets company, which is kind of nice. They're just playing Alabama's Call. Hate that card, but maybe. Oh yeah, the land comes into play untapped. Okay, Adam's preferred build. I like the fairy. Halfling, the fairy. Subtlety. Is that enough mana? 19 lands to Lauren revealed? Need some more blank. Yeah, this slice looks the coolest. Was the Outrider in the company? I don't know which list is better, honestly. Which list looks better to me? I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Lotus Cobra. Lotus Cobra sounds like win more. If you're blinking your Nadu, you're doing pretty good. Pact goes fast. Yeah, true. Green Pact is interesting. Wow. Because if you pop up, then you can pay for the Pact. Isn't Green Pact just good? Oh, there's 1 Lotus Cobra in this list. Okay. Yeah, why not 1? Why would this deck be better than Eldrazi plus Rosie? It's kind of like a 1-card combo deck. You really just need Nadu and then everything else just kind of works with it. I mean, you could put both in the same deck. You could basically throw Nadu in any company deck. Any company combo deck, or any company deck. Green Pact over Coco lets you go all in on Solid and Subtlety, which is really good in Instep. You can evoke the incarnations and keep going up in response to the evoke triggers. You're not doing an enable. Yeah, but you have so many enablers. But yeah. Man, I don't even think I have Nadu. I don't think I have Nadu in my top 10, in my top 5. Is it the best card in the set? It has the potential to be the best card in the set. Or it could be just whatever. But Nadu's best. I can see it. Alright, I'll give it a 9. You played bad cards to make Nadu work. Not a ton of bad cards. This deck has no bad cards, really. Also, it's like the first bails and stuff. Alright, next. Oh, wow, we have a nice row here. Jeez. How many more cards we have? Are we almost done? Not really. It's 12+6. Might have to do it a two-parter, chat. Might have to finish tomorrow. Let me see. I need to see if Liz wants to have dinner soon or not. I'll be right back. Alright, chat. Let's finish the gold cards, and then we can finish the set review tomorrow. Because it's getting a little late. So we have Flage, Titan, Fire's Fury. 3 mana, white-red, legendary creature, Elder Giant. It works like Crocside Uro, and it's a Lightning Helix, Escape 4. Burns one of the worst deck in Modern. I don't think it's getting anything besides that card. And I don't think that card's good enough to swing it. I do think it's a good card, though. I do think Burn will win some games they would have not won. But sometimes Burn's just stuck on like 2 mana. One sec. Sorry. My friend, we're going on a weekend this weekend and just wanted to tell you something, but yeah, excited about it. South of France. Burn gets Barbarian Ring. Not sure you can even play that card, right? Especially a non-bonus Flage. I mean, I think that card's going to make Burn better, and maybe it goes in. Seems kind of hard to cast in Omnath. And then who else can cast it in the main zoo? 5 cards is a lot. Can play them both in Burn? Not really. Isn't Burn mana base just... Damn, Burn's not even finally people like... Isn't Burn's mana base like all tied up? Where's Boros Burn? Oh. Because you've got your 4 canyons, your 4 fetch lands, your 3 basics. You need fetch land to have white mana. I don't think you have room for a ring. It gets even worse when you play that card. Like, which land are you cutting? How many white sources do you have right now? 4, 8, 10, 12, 16. You could lose 1 or 2, I guess. You could get it down to 14 white sources. I guess you do have some double white cards in your sideboard. Barbarian better than Horizon Land? I don't think so. 7 cards in the graveyard is a lot. Burn shouldn't be running 3 mana spells. Yeah, but you play the first one. I'm assuming that card's good enough. It's going to steal so many games. I would guess. I don't know how to rate this card because Burn is so bad. I do think that card's kind of decent in Burn. I'll give it a 5. Planar Genesis. That card's kind of exciting. Blue-green instant, it's basically either an impulse, either you get to impulse, or you get to put a land of the top 4 into play tapped. So you can put a land into play tapped if there's a land, and if not, you still get to keep a card in your hand. So, I mean, I was playing Farseek in Omnath recently. I'm not sure if this card's better than Farseek. Probably better than Farseek in the Omnath deck, but close. Could be good if you're playing Teamer Scapeshift, maybe. even though it might not quite make the cut. Not sure who else wants that card. If there's like a free color control deck, maybe that card could be good. Wreck, yeah, I don't know. Is Wreck could be good in Titan? I don't think Titan can do blue green easily, right? Escape shift for one less colors because of the flare. Yeah, that's a good point. Probably can't afford to play free colors. I don't know. Yeah, sounds reasonable. Gross File, yeah, but Gross File is like not very exciting. Red got the new 6-mana enchantment. I mean, can you bail your deck around a 6-mana card though? Planar Genesis. Let's give that card a 5. Probably not great though. Probably won't see play in anything. Substage Madness. Alright, next kind of a build around Psychic Frog. 1/2 for a blue and a black frog. When it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, draw a card, discard a card, put a counter on it, exile 3 cards, gains flying. Seems really good. Doesn't die to burn spells. Just kind of run away with the game. It would be nice if there was like more than 4 of these cards that can run away with the game. Maybe Bronco is modern playable. Bronco and Frog, or maybe you played a Merfolk. Some people have played that free for villains. People have played villain in control shells. Frog plus Tamio. Tamio is somewhat of an engine, yeah? Yeah, Tamio could probably fit. The Frog is clearly a very push cards. Shadow, you know, people play blue-black Shadow, and it's kind of good. And that card's, if you can protect it with the blue flare, that card's kind of worth protecting, but then you need a blue 1-drop. I'm gonna raid the Frog, I don't know, 6? Higher? 7? They reprinted Deep Analysis too, right? That was a combo. 6.5. I mean, it could be, it could just be great, but 6.5 Centuries Bowl. All right, do we have a card left? Do we have a card? Well, we have the Rite of the Reliquary at least. What does Roshin do? When it enters the battlefield, mail 6 cards. You may put a card with X in its mana cost from among them into your hand. Tap, reveal any number of cards with X in their mana cost in your hand, add 2 colorless. It's kind of a metal worker. Hey, Walk. I'm almost done. I'll finish tomorrow. Is Scurry of Gremlins any good somehow? It's a lot of damage, no? 4 mana. You get 2 1/1s. Oh no, even if you already have 2 creatures, no, never mind. My bad. Devoid. Tap, draw a card, tap. Not the worst card, Devoid Crow, but... Ooh, that card I haven't seen. 2/1 Fairy Rogue, Sneaky Snacker. 2/1 flying. When you draw your 3rd card in a turn, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. I mean, that's fodder for Flare of Denial, I guess. Victimize combo. Buried Alive. No, there's a bunch of, like, I think Deep Analysis, Buried Alive. All the cards have been reprinted. They're probably later. So we can do them tomorrow. Alright, last card for today, I think. Rite of the Reliquary. Black-green, 2/2 Vision, Zombie Knight. It gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard, and then you can tap it, sack another creature, search your library for a land card, put it on the battlefield tab, then shuffle. I mean, it's kind of one of these cards. It's like the Frog. It's like good card, clearly, but who wants it? Is it good enough? Does anyone have specific deck in mind or some sweet synergy. There's any land cards. You can get sagas, you can get whatever you want. Thank you, Chilliest. What I tried was Jet Collector and Supplier in time. What's Jet Collector? Is that like kind of an alchemy card? Yogg. Doesn't really do much for you in Yogg. Wide away to make sure to get Phyrexian Tower. When it comes into play tap, like it's not like you're desperate to get tower. Seems like Mopey. There's already no room for it. Like bad against removal. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't raid that card. That card is like seems so meh. Maybe still give it a 4, a charitable 4. Legacy Abzan Maverick. Yeah, maybe in some like grindy black-green deck that's it potentially hits hard. Stitcher Supplier, Self-Mail. I mean, maybe that's the best use of that card, right? It's just like it is good with Stitcher Supplier. It hits hard, you self-mail, you play it on 2, it hopefully doesn't die to a bolt, and then you just attack, sack Supplier, attack for like 6 damage, hopefully kill people really fast. Seems like a lot of ifs, but